Guys, as it's near the end of 2015, I thought I would do my complete collection of Charles Bronson films. I have TV shows, but they're going to be in another video. This is just films. They go from DVD, VHS, Blu-ray. So this is in no particular order. It's just whatever I pick up first. First off is Death Wish on Blu-ray. This is the American version, bare bones, great film, classic. Second up is Death Wish 2, cover C. This is a German limited edition version of 888 copies. It's totally, I mean totally uncut. It's got every second of the rape, every second of the raining scene intact, and it's crystal clear, widescreen. It's got a book, so it's all in German. But yeah, that's the best version you'll ever see of this film, because this film will never be released in the UK uncut. Death Wish 2. Next up is Death Wish 3 on Blu-ray, Death Wish 4 on Blu-ray, Death Wish 5 on Blu-ray, the Twilight Time version of crystal clear, beautiful print of 10 to Midnight with beautiful artwork, classic, region 0, so it should work in every play in the world. Comes with a 10 to Midnight booklet. It's about time Bronson's been shown this respect. The normal crappy public domain crap that's been put out on DVD over the years. Next up, Twilight Time as well, is Hard Times. Now that is beautiful picture quality, and it's out of print, but must have if you can find this. Twilight Time, Hard Times. Next up is the UK version of Red Sun. This is region B only. So US players will need a multi-region player. This is the first time this has been shown in the UK in its widescreen format, because on the DVD version from years back it was full screen. This is the full widescreen uncut version. Next up is the American version of Breakout Pass. Again, this film's never looked so good on Blu-ray. Bare bones, nothing, no special features. Well, Kino never do special features on their Blu-rays, but yeah, great film. Next up is from Germany, and it is the uncut version of Assassination with Jill Ireland and Charles Bronson. Region B only again. Next up from Olive Films is Kinjit Forbidden Subjects. This is region A only, and it's another one of this is one of the last canon fodder films he did. I think it's the last canon film he did. Next up is the second to last canon film he done the year before. It's Messenger of Death, which is again Olive Films. No special features, but the film is in great condition in its original widescreen, and it's nothing to do with MGM. Next up is the German version of The Mechanic. I got this because I'm not paying £52 for an out of print Twilight Time version. This is just the same quality, it's the same print. The Mechanic. Next up again is Mr. Majestic, the German version. Now I've had this for a couple of years now, and over the last 6 months the UK is supposed to be getting its very special edition of this film, Mr. Majestic, on its own Blu-ray, but it kept getting put back. The new time now is the 6th of January 2016 when the special edition of this film comes out in the UK, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, next up is region A. It says region A locked, but it's not, it's multi-region. It's Death Hunt. classic film. Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, Andrew Stevens. Great film. Novelachi Papers. This is the Japanese Blu-ray. Uncut, widescreen. Great quality. You can get this quite cheap if you go on to AmazonJapan.com. Next up is the out of print Italian version of Violent City, or The Family, with Telly Savalas and Charles Bronson. This is the full director's cut with some of the scenes that have never been shown, never been filmed in English, never been shot in English, so they've never been dubbed in English, are in this film in their original language. So it keeps jumping from English to Italian to English. And it's got loads of special features. Region B only, and it is out of print. Next up, The White Buffalo on Blu-ray. Again, a Kino film. Region A only, no special features. But what a classic film, a weird Charles Bronson film, like a psychedelic Bronson film. You wouldn't think he'd be in sort of a film like this. Cheesy shit, that's the best way to describe it. Next up is another weird Bronson film, From Noon Till 3. This is the German version on Blu-ray, uncut again, Region B. Enough said about that, weird. Next up is the German version again of Cabo Blanco from 1980. Now this is a very, very different kind of Bronson film. It's Region B. Again, all these German Blu-rays that I've got have got English language on them. This is next. This is the Italian Blu-ray of Chino, the Valdez Horses, special edition. Comes in a cardboard slipcase. If I can get it out, I'll destroy it. Slipcase, and the film's in beautiful widescreen. And it's the original uncut version. Again, it's Chino. It's not its original title. The original title is The Valdez Horses. But if you remember, this has been out for years and years and years on public domain DVD, and it's been total shite. This is the best version you'll ever see of the film. Next up is Battle of the Bulge. Again, it's a Region 3 American Warner Brothers Blu-ray. So Warner Brothers have, well, they've found out they can just release it in America, and if we want it in the UK, if they make it Region 3, we can go on Amazon and we can buy it. They haven't got to bother releasing their films in the UK anymore, because we can get them on Amazon so easy. Lazy way of doing it, but it's the only way you can get this film. So it's the original version. I don't think it's got all the long intros like the DVD had. It's the full film, 169 minutes. Next up is Vera Cruz with Gary Cooper, Burt Lancaster. Again, I said these aren't in order, and sometimes Bronson's only in these for a few minutes, even seconds. This is the Italian version again, Region B. Oh, it's multi-region this one, so I'll work on anywhere. Next up is another one from Olive Films, Showdown in Boot Hill. Showdown Boot Hill, sorry, and it's Region A only, but it's the full widescreen version. And it's a very good Charles Bronson film noir. It looks like a TV film. Nothing much goes on with it, but it's a good film. Next up, from Kino again, is Big House USA. Now this film I've been waiting for ages on it for DVD. It's not even on DVD. Well, it's on the made on demand on Amazon for like £20–30. But this is original Region A locked widescreen Blu-ray. Many of you may know that I used to have this film showing on YouTube for free until I got copyrighted. Even though it wasn't even on DVD in them days, it still got copyrighted and took off. And again, the normal fodder, Magnificent Seven, Once Upon a Time in the West, both Blu-ray, The Great Escape, Blu-ray, A Dirty Dozen, Blu-ray. Now, I've watched this and I couldn't find Charles Bronson in this film, but according to the IMB list of films I've got, Bronson, he's in this, but I couldn't see him. It's a film with Bob Hope and Mickey Rooney. Off Limits. Now I don't know if he's in this. I couldn't see him in this, but I got it anyway because it says he's in it. Blu-ray, and this is other films again, the Region A locked. And the last Blu-ray I've got of Bronson is the Spanish version of Jubal, which is Region 2 only in English. Again, Bronson's only in this for a few minutes, but it's a complete list of what I want. It's Blu-ray. Right, now DVDs next. This is the out of print widescreen version of Borderline. This is the Dutch version, and it's in full widescreen and a beautiful picture. Next up from Holland again is the out of print, and very rare, Donato and Daughter. This is the only version you can get on DVD, and is extremely rare and expensive. Next up is House of Wax, Robinson Price. I know you can buy this on Blu-ray, but I'm not paying £50 for it. This is the original first issue of Machine Gun Kelly. This is one of Bronson's very first starring roles. Very good film. Now, next up is Chato's Land, Charles Bronson, Jack Palance. Now this is the European X certificate, 18. I believe this is PG in America, and I've seen the American version, and it is like a cartoon compared to this version. All the rapes are cut out, the nudity is cut out, the violence is cut out. Now I believe this is coming out in April on Twilight Time. Now I believe it's the PG version they're going to be releasing, and not the uncut X certificate one of all the Death Wish 2 kind of style rapes and stuff in it. But I hope they release the uncut version. But again, I suppose it would be just the American cut crap version. So I'll be keeping hold of this. That's Chato's Land. Next up is Farewell Friend. This is one of the public domain's besties. This has been on so many public domain film video DVDs in crap quality. This is the only version you can get in England anyway of the widescreen uncut version. Next three films are Family of Cops 1, Family of Cops 2 and Family of Cops 3. All American DVDs, got them for about £1 each off Amazon, very cheap. Next up is, I don't know which country this is from, but it's Charles Bronson collection, I think it's Spain, X-15, about a space rocket. I haven't actually watched this film, so I don't know what it's about. It's just about a space rocket, because all the back's in Spanish. The X-15. Next up is another one of the public domain crap that's been about for years, but this is the complete uncut widescreen version, Cold Sweat. The Cinema Club. This has been long deleted. Next up again, this is another public domain crap. But this is the widescreen version of Someone Behind the Door. The most complete version you can get. Widescreen, not like the crappy public domain shit. Next up again is The Stone Killer. Murphy's Law. The widescreen uncut version of The Evil That Men Do. The uncut version of Rider on the Brain in widescreen, not that crappy flipping waste of space other version you can get in the UK. You know what I mean if you forgot it. This is the crystal clear version. And Love and Bullets. Now most of these UK DVDs are actually now out of print. The only place you can maybe buy them is on Amazon and eBay for a lot of money. Right, more. Original version of Master of the World, UK version in widescreen. Now, this one is yes, there is Santa Claus, Virginia. This is 1991 TV movie he made just after The Indian Runner. Now, this has never been released on DVD or Blu-ray in the UK or USA. You can only get it on copy. This is an original version on German DVD that's now deleted, but it has a bootleg English soundtrack on this. This is the version that I sell on eBay at Christmas time. Next up is the German version of Act of Vengeance. It's called Local 323, but this is Act of Vengeance with Keanu Reeves in his very first role as an assassin who killed Charles Bronson. Not many people kill Charles Bronson. Keanu Reeves does in this film. Classic film, now deleted. Next up is a double pack from America. Region 1 it says, but I doubt it because it's Warner Bros. This is the widescreen version of Telephone and the widescreen version of St. Ives. Double pack, very rare, great films on both. Both of them films have never been released in this country in widescreen or on DVD. Next up is Heartbreak, little interlude, 100 minutes of Charles Bronson trailers. This has got 100 minutes of black and white and coloured trailers from films like Apache, Vlachy Papers, Death Wish, Sandpiper, Mechanic are all included in this. Right, more. Pile. Apache, Charles Bronson again. Twinkie. This is the best picture quality version you can get in UK. There is a Japanese widescreen version, but it is very expensive. This is a German DVD, but it's in English, and it is When All Hell Breaks Loose, Charles Bronson's war film from 1958, I think. Charles Bronson, Violet Rising, Richard Jekyll. It's like made around the same time as Machine Gun Kelly. This is very hard to get hold of. When All Hell Breaks Loose, DVD original. Next up is 4 Texas. This is the crap. I think this is the crap full screen version. I haven't got the American version, which is widescreen. Next up is the British version of Never So Few, which again is widescreen, not full screen, with Steve McQueen. Then this is the DVD version of Chino, which is the White Valdez Horses, which is in full screen, but it's the crystalline clear picture version of that film in its original titles. Now next up is a double feature, film noir, and this is very rare. It's a Warner Brother double pack, and it's a Charles Bronson film called Crime Wave from the 50s. Again, gang war sort of era. It's got commentary on it, documentary on it. It's a Region 1 original. It's not a copy, it's an original. Now, this is an original uncut version of Death Wish 2 on DVD. This is the RCA Columbia Dutch version. This is the only version you can seem to get hold of now on DVD, the Dutch version. There was an Australian version, but it's been cut. Now, this version, if you're going to buy an uncut Death Wish 2, make sure it has the yellow picture on the top right hand side, and it's the Dutch version. If it's got any other make on it apart from RCA Columbia, you'll be cut. This is the only one that's uncut from Holland. Then is the Indian Runner, Charles Bronson Sean Penn film. This Property is Condemned, Charles Bronson and Robert Redford. Then there's another one. Oh, all those shit all fallen down. Next up is Villa Rides with, I think it's Yul Brynner and Robert Mitchum. Again, Charles Bronson. Region 1. Breakout, original Region 2 DVD. This has long been deleted. Next up is another deleted film. This is a 20th Century Fox Second Sight Raid on Entebbe. This is the uncut 100 and... what is it? 139 minutes version. This is a lot longer than the American DVD and any other DVD that's been out. This is the full version. Another triple feature, but only one of them is Charles Bronson, and it's the Randolph Scott film Riding Shotgun. Again, it's full screen. A classic Charles Bronson early role. Now, this film, this is from Australia. This is the widescreen version of Guns for San Sebastian. It's in full widescreen. Anthony Quinn and Charles Bronson. I do believe this is a very, very good bootleg. It's not an original studio film, but it's the best quality you've ever seen of this film in its widescreen format. Next up is the Warner Archive collection of The People Against O'Hara. Now, Charles Bronson's only in this for a few seconds. This is one of his second, I think this is his, what's it, 1951. I think this was his second film. He's only in it for a few seconds. Another one from Warner Archive is A Thunder of Drums. He's in this one a bit longer than this one, with Richard Boone. Now, this one is a Warner Archive, Run of the Arrow. You can get this on UK DVD, but you've got to pay about £70 for a good copy of it. So I got this from America for a tenner. It's in widescreen. Picture quality is okay, but it's one of them made-on-demand films from Amazon. And so is this, another Charles Bronson film, Battle Zone. Now we're getting into the very early Bronson films now that you can only get on made-on-demand, which is, they are copies, but they're official copies. They're made by the studio. Another one, Target Zero with Charles Bronson. Another war film from 1955. And from 1954 with Alan Ladd, Drumbeat. This is the widescreen version, and it's on the Warner, again, Archive collection. Another one on the Warner Archive collection featuring, starring Red Skelton, it actually has Charles Bronson in it for a few seconds. It's called The Clown. Again, Warner Archive. Another made-on-demand Amazon DVD is from 20th Century Fox, Red Skies of Montana. Well, these films are very, very rare now. If you can get hold of a copy, get hold of a copy. Next up is The Meanest Men in the West. I believe this is a hatch of some TV episodes from The Virginian. That's the official first release from the year 1998. It's now deleted. Next up is The Bull of the West, Lee J. Cobb. This is an original DVD. Then you've got the bootleg copy of You Can't Win Them All in widescreen. This is never made on demand film. Now we come to an original UK DVD from Warner Brothers, Pat and Mike. Again, Bronson's only in this for a few seconds. Then you've got an original film of Diplomatic Courier with Bronson. Kid Galahad. Miss Sadie Thompson, original DVD. The Marrying Kind, which is very rare. He's only in this for a few seconds again. Bloodhounds of Broadway. This is an original Region 1 DVD that is now out of print. Charles Bronson's very first film that he was actually in. He's only in it for about 5 seconds, and it's You're in the Navy Now with Gary Cooper. Then there's another hatch of some films, TV shows. Guns of Diablo, original DVD. Then there's Elizabeth Taylor collection with The Sandpiper, Region 1. Then there's the Spanish version of The Sea Wolf. It says on the back that it's got English language on it, but it hasn't. It's only got German and Spanish. But I've got the bootleg VHS burn in here. My Six Convicts, Tennessee Champ. These are all burns. The Mob. These are all burns I've done myself. Gang War. That's all the DVDs. Now VHS. Torpedo Alley with Charles Bronson. The Sea Wolf. And the rest are just nostalgia. 10 to Midnight, Kinjits, Messenger of Death, Death Wish 4, Death Wish 3 and Death Wish 2. Right, that's all my, I've got to go down, my battery's running out. That's all my complete Charles Bronson collection. That's over 100 films. If you see any films that I haven't got, please let me know below. And if you want to know about any film that I've shown, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. I will try and do an update of my TV shows of Bronson where they're more valued than the films because you get more time with Bronson and better roles. I'll do that again. Anyway, have a happy new year and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.